indicate that we are officially underway and our course is apparent. We will be proceeding downstream down the mighty Mississippi River. To our left, we're passing the beautiful St. Louis Cathedral. It's one of the oldest active cathedrals built in the United States. It was built in 1794. In front of the cathedral, there's a statue of General Andrew Jackson, the 7th President of the United States. This is called Jackson Square. Red brick buildings on each side of the square are Pontello buildings, erected in 1851. We're now looking at 12 blocks of the French Quarter to our left. Over to our right will be the town of Algiers, Louisiana. See the old Algiers courthouse with the clock on it. It was once part of the Devonshire family plantation up until 1812. That's the town of Algiers to our right. We're taking you through the port of New Orleans, part of the Port of South Louisiana. Port of South Louisiana is among one of the 10 top ports in the world. This is determined by the amount of gross tonnage passing through the port. Here, 1,000 barges per year passes through this port. Our principal import from the Port of New Orleans is plastic and steel. Most of that steel is brought in from Japan and Korea. Our principal export is grain. Most of the grain brought down from all the Midwestern states and stored in grain elevators, waiting on ships to pick up the grain to bring the grain around the world. We have 10 grain elevators between New Orleans and the Port of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Port of Baton Rouge, Louisiana, located upriver behind us, about 135 miles. As I said, we're heading downstream. We're traveling south towards the Gulf of Mexico. From the Port of New Orleans down the river to the Gulf of Mexico, it's about 110 miles, 65 miles as the crow flies. Contrary to what most folks believe, New Orleans does not directly sit on the Gulf of Mexico. We are well over 100 miles upstream from the Gulf of Mexico by way of river. The Mississippi River is the 3rd largest river in the world in terms of area drained, following the Amazon and Nile rivers. This river, discovered in the mid-1540s by Native Americans, starts up at Lake Itasca in Minnesota. It travels down over 2,700 miles into the Gulf of Mexico. One of the deepest spots on this river, right here in the Port of New Orleans, at the point we are now. We're swinging what is called Algiers Point. Algiers Point is one of the sharpest and deepest bends on the river. The water we're traveling over now is 214 feet deep, natural depth. Now passing over 200 feet of water. Average depth of the river in our port is about 80 feet. The most shallow port is 40 feet, which is alongside our dock. We have over 20 miles of wharfs or dock experience in our port. Each of our wharfs are
That's a plantation. You can see the little house.
running at right angles to
The plantation where they kept the slaves at.
ports are one of the largest ports in the world, now the 3rd largest river in the world. Look just behind us on our right, you can view the skyline of our city. The tallest building is the Whitney Building. Also see the Twin Crescent City Connection bridges to our right. This is one of the best spots on the river to take a picture of our skyline. Algiers Point, viewed from the air, resembles a large moon crescent, giving the city of New Orleans the nickname as the Crescent City. The gray and buff color building to our left is a school called MOCA. This is New Orleans Center for Creative Art. Attending the school is some New Orleans' most gifted and talented students. Called MOCA, New Orleans Center for Creative Art. The brick building to our left, with the word "Too Beautiful" written on the side, used to be the old steam cotton complex, back when cotton was king. The building was damaged in 1965 by a hurricane named Betsy. Betsy ripped the brick out of the side and replaced that brick, wrote the words "You're beautiful" on the side, and turned it into some very fine apartments. The old steam cotton complex was erected in the 1800s. Just to tell you a little more about the steamboat mattress, this is the ninth vessel to bear the name Natchez. She was named after the Natchez Indians of Natchez, Mississippi. She was built in Braithwaite, Louisiana, and cost $5 million in 1975. She's 285 feet long, 44 feet wide. She's licensed to carry 1,200 passengers, and she meets all regulations of the United States Coast Guard and American U.S. shipping. Our paddle wheel in the back weighs 26 tons. The wheel is made out of light oak wood and steel. The wheel is being turned by two large steam engines. Steam engines Roy Natchez are 99 years old. The motor itself only 49 years old. The engines are 50 years older than the boat. They come off a retiring vessel called the Claritin. See those amazing 99-year-old steam engines in operation. Natchez number 9 is considered the fastest turning steamboats on. Our cruise today was easy ships from all over the world. All ships traveling up and down the shore are required to have a license and American colonies working navigation. Pilots and various crew individuals are capable of moving on ships up and down the creek. And there are three major pilot associations that are involved in bringing ships from Gulf of Mexico up to Nashville and down to Louisiana. Three pilot associations are the BARD, Crescent, and Nova Pilot Association. Each group has their own laws and each must navigate the vessel. First, War Pilot brought the ship out of the Gulf of Mexico at the sea route. War Pilot navigated the vessel 20 miles. Containerized cargo vessel. This is not a naval vessel. It is a roll-on containerized cargo vessel. This is part of the United States. As you near the back of this ship, may those in the back of the ship can be lowered down to hold on to the dock. Trucks can actually drive into the back of the ship to load and unload containers and various cargo. It's a type of ship mainly used for bringing out of the ports. It's called a roll-on with a container ship. For general purposes, the volume is 6 feet below sea level. Other half is only 3 feet above. Whenever the river rises over 17 feet, whenever there's a great amount of rainfall, the water must be pumped back over the levees into the canals, leading to the waters from the flood. Called levees and dikes, down in the corner of the line. It's all right. You see the American Queen's Crazy Boat at the docks. Carrying Classic.